Brothers and sisters in Christ, what's happening? The footage we're about to view is from a school board meeting in Asheville, North Carolina. This video is actually from May 15, 2023. I just finally seen it myself about a month ago. I haven't seen it going around too much, and it's definitely important to share. A pastor goes in front of the school board meeting in regards to a inappropriate book. The air quotes are because that is an understatement. That is an understatement, folks. Uh, and he says his piece, and they then try to quiet him down at the end. I won't get too much more into it. Let's check this clip out.
This book here, my name is John Amanchukwu, as I stated earlier. It's called It's Perfectly Normal for Students 10 and Up. This book details all kinds of sexual images, pictures of elderly people nude, pictures of an individual who's in a wheelchair with his penis out. All of these sexual pornographic images are made available and placed at the fingertips of children. And I'm sure, Dr. Cruz, I don't know if you knew about this before you signed on, but hopefully this is something that you can address and deal with, because this is immoral and asinine to allow children to be able to see this. Also, this book even shows images of two women having sex, a man and a woman having sex, and two men having sex. That's not perfectly normal. Who decides what's normal? Is it you? Is it you? Is it you? Is it you? Or do parents decide what should be placed at the fingertips and allowed to be taught to their children in the school system? I'll read some of this for you. It says, after a bit, a person's vagina becomes moist and slippery, and the clitoris becomes hard. After a bit, a person's penis becomes erect, stiff, and larger.
Pastor.
Sometimes a bit of clear fluid that may contain a few sperm comes out of the tip of the penis and makes it wet.
Can we, sir, I'm sorry.
Was it something I said? Was it something I said? If you don't want to hear it in a school board meeting, why should children be able to check it out of the school system? You see, we have perverts that are perverting our kids. And you all sit back smug in your chairs and celebrate diversity, equity, and inclusion, but you don't want me to read it so you can hear it. Why? Does it bother you? Yes or no? You can't answer that question. You want to know why? Because politically speaking, you can't say that it's wrong. You probably are a Christian man, but many Christians today have become more Democrat than Christian. Some Republicans have become more Republican than Christian. I'm not trying to win an election. I don't get my talking points from the RNC or the DNC. I get my talking points from the Bible, from the Bible. And you don't want me to read the filth because it exposes the truth. How dare you tell me to stop reading it?
Hey, yo, that is wild. When I watched the clip before, I'd only seen the first part of it. I didn't know that it got that explicit. That's crazy. He went off. My boy went off. He went off. Uh, this bothers me so much, bro. This bothers me so much because the school system has removed Jesus from the equation and has just completely overran it with the world. We, in America and around the world, the school system is sexualizing children, giving them the option to say what they are, what gender they are, sexualizing them to the point that I wouldn't be surprised if at some point pedophilia is just a normal thing. You can't take away the rights of kids to have sex whenever they feel like it. That's the type world we live in right now. That's sick. That's sick. You can't speak the name of Christ in school without people being outraged. But you got trash like that. This is trash. This is stupid, bro. This is stupid, bro. This is trash. But you got trash like this in the schools and it's just normal. This is the norm. We need to give everyone a voice. Like, no, stop it. Not when it comes to the kids. Stop it. I fully believe in my heart when you are old enough, once you become an adult, you make whatever decision is you want to make. But don't be putting trash in this school that teaches my kids to go against God. And the crazy thing is, they're not saying this goes against God. They're just like, no, this is normal. But it ain't. It ain't. And people don't want to talk about it ain't because again, I've mentioned this before. They don't want to get canceled. They don't want something to happen to them. Look here, my obedience to God comes before everything. My children have better not ever come home with a book like that because I'm going to go off. We don't play like that in this house. We don't play like that. You don't get to be a part of no worldly things like that. He said it's from ages 10 and up. And did you see all them pictures? That was 2 full pages worth of what different people look like naked for ages 10 and up. That's wild inappropriate, bro. You're not even giving kids chance to be kids anymore. I remember back when I was a kid, you might have struggled with, you might have saw your parents, porn collection and, you know, videos and stuff like that. But it wasn't so public. The disrespect wasn't so public, bro. For the most part, you were meeting kids in the neighborhood outside, you were riding bikes, you didn't even have a phone. You were meeting kids up, you were being kids. Now everything has to be sexualized. I seen a video of a 10-year-old boy, seen a video of a 10-year-old boy who the world said is a girl, talking about abuse being put onto him, all these other things. But that's what y'all as the world are doing. Y'all are setting these kids up. Y'all are setting these kids up. Give them a chance to be the person that they were born as. Stop telling children they should live off of their feelings. I've been feeling this way since I was little, right? Let them be who they are. Stop force feeding these kids this trash, man. Anybody, man, Lord forgive me. Anybody who agrees that that kind of material is okay, you're trash, man. You're trash, and you really need to look at yourself because the world has been so perverted. The world has been so perverted. It's a whole lot of folks co-signing this type of nonsense until it's their their little girl in the bathroom when Tom, who turned into Tina, goes into the woman's bathroom and molests this little girl. Then you suddenly get wake up calls. They were just being who they were. But we got to do better. We got to do better in general. In general, he had it absolutely right. He had it absolutely right. He gets his information from the Bible. That's where I get mine too. So when it comes to my job, when it comes to my friends, when it comes to my own family, if it doesn't align with this, if it don't align with this, I don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of that. That job, they come a dime a dozen. My salvation don't. And my integrity as a God fearing man don't. That comes once. You'll never trick me into believing nothing else. So I don't know about y'all, but I would pray that y'all are training your children up within your house to be on the lookout for that kind of stuff. Because that's sick. That is just sick. It ain't too many topics that really get me mad. But when you're out here talking about kids being sexual, teaching kids how to be sexual, that's the type of stuff. That's the type of stuff that set me off. Don't let it be mine. Don't let it be mine. So I just pray that y'all are being vigilant, paying attention, asking questions. I know for a solid fact when it comes to me and my wife, we're real big on. We need to be asking questions about what are y'all doing there. I'm gonna be transparent with you here, and you can say what you want. Beyonce is the devil, bro. So my daughter at her school, they were doing a dance, a little school dancing, and they had to learn to dance from a few Beyonce songs. We don't dance to devilish music in this house. So she wasn't allowed to do it, and you think she was mad? Nah, nah. My 9-year-old loves Christ. You hear what I'm saying? My 9-year-old loves Christ, and she was like, okay. And we went and did something else because we don't get down like that. These schools are out here pushing sex onto children. My daughter's school is pushing other gods, right? These mythic Viking gods onto the children. But let me go in there talking about Jesus, and they're going to be like, "Sir, we need to ask you to leave." I know it to be true. I know it to be true because folks can't stand hearing about Jesus Christ. But this is the kind of stuff we let in the schools, man. This sickens me. This sickens me. And I thank that brother for being bold and taking a stand and for being firm in his faith and being unapologetic. Because that's exactly how I roll. You know, we got to do better. The fact of the matter is, the world is going to be how the world is going to be, and it's always going to be perverted and perverse. So we need to stand out. We need to be set apart and set aside and lead by example in our homes so that our children know that ain't right. That ain't right. That ain't how God intended us to be. Period. You call it what you want to. I'll lose everything over that. I'll lose everything over my views on that, over my faith, the job, my life, my outside family. Like I will lose everything over my faith. I don't care about nothing else compared to Christ. The Apostle Paul said all things are trash compared to him. And that's facts. And this is trash. And if you co-sign it, basura. That's trash. We got to do better. Pray for these children. Pray for the families. We just got to be careful out here, man. Till next time. God bless y'all.